Hello, everyone. Hi. How are you all doing today? I hope everyone is well. I hope you're all doing good. Happy Thursday. We draw on Thursdays. Yes, yes. Welcome on in. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hello. Thank you all for stopping in today. We've got lots of people who are in this afternoon. I almost said this morning. Let's see here. Cursed one, congratulations on getting first. I do draw on Thursday, yeah. It might be Friday for you if you're in a different time zone. We also have Bear here. Hello. We've got Chris. Hi, Chris. It's been a minute. Welcome in. We've also got Sunny and Pupcake and Beebin Rose. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Today, I'm going to be drawing some of my OCs. I know I usually do like work whenever I stream on Thursdays, but today, yeah, today we're going to be working on my own OCs. That's right, my characters. I rarely ever get to draw my own characters, so I think it's going to be pretty fun. I want to know about those OCs. Let me see them. I love OCs, guys. You guys probably already know those, but I'm a big fan of OCs, and I have a shit ton of them. I have so many OCs, guys. It's not even funny. You'll see them. You'll see them. Don't worry. We'll go over to the drawing screen pretty soon. I just want to give a disclaimer that all of these characters that are on that I'm drawing today are actually from entirely different universes and different stories. I'm just drawing them together because they have a similar theme. All of them are like very classic, kind of tacky, kind of cliche romance fantasy type stories. I love thinking about just the most cheesy cliche romance stories that you could possibly imagine. They're kind of like comforting for me. So that's what all of these characters have in common, is that they're all from stories that are kind of like that vibe. And again, they're actually completely different stories, each one of them. But I wanted to draw all of them at once because I have so many of them that I was just like, you know what? I want to actually draw these characters that I've had for forever. So I might as well just draw them all together. You give that vibe already? Oh my god. Thanks. Thank you. Oh my god, stop. Stop it. Tired as hell right now. I told you should have taken a nap earlier, Coda. Hi, Liz. Hi. Welcome on in. I love old cliche romance slop. Like, literally. It's so good. I also really been thinking about Mary Sue's recently. I love Mary Sue's! Guys, when I say I love OCs, I'm not fucking around. I love all of them. I love OCs so much. Oh my god. Here's my least favorite OC thing. My least favorite. Judging other people's OCs. That's my least favorite. However, yeah. I told my chat you're helping with my model and they're excited to see it. Yay! Liz, I'll have to see and get your permission if I can stream it sometime and work on it on stream. I fucking love Mary Sue's. Yes, you're so cool and pretty and charismatic with your rainbow hair and hybrid species. 100% do it? Fuck yeah. We might work on that today too then. I would be the one that praises the Mary Sue in a story with one. See, I just think like let's be so fucking real. Let's be so real. If you're making a Mary Sue OC for yourself, who the fuck cares? You know? Like, who even care? Yeah. If you're cool with that, I'll announce it in my Discord. Yeah, totally. I'll have to show the OCs that I'm talking about because I did promise I would show everyone. But we might do a little bit of rigging. We'll kind of go back and forth, I think. Yeah.
Last day at work, woo.
Oh my god, yay! Congratulations, Kenna! I love you. I hope you're having a good final day at work. Be whimsical and make your super awesome, cool hybrid princess with magic powers. Exactly. Just make it. Who cares? If you're having fun, then who even cares? There's very few, situations where I'm like, okay, well, maybe a Mary Sue isn't great here. But that's mostly when you're making characters that are in like a group setting, like D&D or something like that. Other than that, have fun. Fuck it. Don't worry about balancing issues. Balancing issues? I hardly know her. Who even cares? Who even cares? Good afternoon, crunchy people. I almost said good morning again. What the fuck? Good afternoon, crunchy people. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. We're talking about OCs. I love OCs. I want to show you guys my OCs. Last day at my current job, I ordered pizzas. I have my favorite nurses on and my favorite doctor and one of my 2 favorite house supervisors. Aww. They all came out just for you. They were like, we're losing a real one. Balancing issues? Sorry, my awesome OC doesn't deal with your peasant issues. Bleh. Exactly. It's always morning whenever you wake up, regardless of time. True. 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 All right, let me go ahead and show you guys what we've got over here. Ta-da! There's my art screen. Yay! Okay, so we have some of my various romance ladies. As you'll notice, most of them are unnamed. I'm not good at naming my characters. I have so many of them, and I hate naming things so much. But here's the first one. She's kind of the most like outwardly confident and the most outwardly like intelligent, I guess, of the group. Not to say that the other women aren't intelligent, but she's the most like externally. So hello, Ooey Cat. I don't know why it doesn't make noise anymore. But she's very fun. Then we've got the only one that we've given a name so far. Can I help me find a good name for her? Her name is Diantha Melrose. And she is our big lady. She's a big woman. She is cursed. She's a little #depression era. She is a 7 times widow. But she's gonna have an awesome romantic future with her husband, Amore. Whenever I decide to draw him, let's go. She's a baddie, and she's also cursed, and I'm really happy with how this drawing of her came out. Yeah. Yeah, he's rich. You think I'm gonna write a tacky romance, historical drama bullshit, and they're not, like, rich bitches? Hello. Might have to reconnect the file back to the redeem. Oh, you know what? That might work, actually, yeah. That might actually work. Here's our next one. She was blessed by the Fae when she was born. And by blessed, I mean cursed. But she is very cute. She's very doll-like, #metaphor, etc., etc. She's probably my favorite out of the group. I really like her a lot. And then we have this one. She's the most new of the group and also the most non-binary. I would say she, they, sometimes he, etc. Kind of in any pronouns, kind of girly. I need to get up now. Real. Bird. They're the most, like, least human of the group, I would say. But they're very fun to me. And it's been really hard for me to get a solid design on this character. And I still don't know if I'm 100% solid on it, but we're working on it. And then this last one, as you can see, is currently a work in progress. She was like a princess, and then she got cursed to be a cat for a while, and now she's like a cat girl. but I don't know if I want her ears to be like super big and obvious or not. I don't know. It's cute. It's whatever. She's very Yuri-ful. She's full of Yuri. Mm-hmm. I love characters with wings on their head. I don't have any, which is why I was excited to draw this character because they're actually my first with the like wings on the head. Yeah. Video game characters are the game director's OCs. I've been saying this. Like I was talking about Avatar with Coda and I'm like those are just James Cameron's OCs. He's just making high budget movies about his OCs and his OC universe. If I had that kind of money, I would be too, bitch. Avatar? Birds and Avatar, and we're having a great time here. So yeah, these are my girlies. I'll draw all of their romance interests eventually, but I was just working on this for the past couple of days because the way for me to get out of art block is to draw my own OCs. It's been a while since I've like actually drawn my OCs and done like a big character lineup. So that's what I was doing here. Batman or Superman OCs too. Literally. Batman and Superman at this point are just like giant shared OCs. Like, because they've been written by so many different people. It's just really funny because like OC literally just means original characters. So if you like any character, that's someone's OCs. Uh-huh. Steamboat Willie is now everyone's OC. Go wild. We can all have Steamboat Willie Sonas. Actually, I don't like the word Willie Sona. I'm gonna take that one back. I don't want my Willie Sona on the internet. Will Sona. Steamboat Sonas. Drop your Steamboat Sonas in the chat. I don't know how I want to do her hairstyle. I feel like there's like a couple options that I think would be cute. Willie Sona is a different thing. That's unrelated. That is completely unrelated. Let's see here. I definitely did some concept pick-roos of this character at some point. But do I still like them is the question. Can I give her like a middle part, I think? Or not a middle part, but like a middle bang piece. There's actually a fighting game based on public domain characters. Really? What is it called? Yeah, because like that's how I did the bangs in like the pick-roos that I did, but I don't know if I like it. Royalty free for all, that's really funny. You said Mickey Mouse and I asked what Steamboat Willie is. It's Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Willie is Mickey Mouse. Also, just do a Google, man. If you get confused, Google is always there to answer your questions for you. Cause like I like her face and I like her eyes and stuff like that, but I don't know what hairstyle I want to do with her. And I also don't know what outfit I want to use for her. So like she's kind of stuck right now. I do want to share what I've been working on for Liz. And I can pull that up real quick. Is Betty Boop in the public domain now? I know a bunch of stuff just went into public domain. Like I think like Nancy Drew or something like that just went public domain. I know that a couple of different like detective famous like novel detective type characters just went into public domain. There's like a couple of different ones. Let's see here. Sherlock Holmes? Is Sherlock Holmes? I thought that Sherlock Holmes was already in the public domain. Like, I thought that one was there for a while now. Okay. Let's take a look at Live 2D. If it will pull it up real quick. Hold on. I don't know if it wants to do that. Let's try it this way. There we go. So here is my... Liz did the art for this and did a lot of the initial rigging for it as well. I've just gone in and I have been tweaking the rigging. Excuse the hair, that's the current thing that I was working on. But I have the angles left and right. Oh, why isn't it? There we go. I did the X angle. Yay, art co-working! Yeah! My favorite thing in the world. So this is what we have there so far. I decided to not have this go in front of the face because it did not want to work that way. But I do want to see if I can do a little bit of the hair fins. It's not like hair. And then maybe we'll work on the OCs a little bit as well. Yeah, I have like a personal hatred for things where stuff like pops into frame on live 2D models. It's like it's a personal pet peeve of mine. I know some people do it. I just don't like it personally. But like I said, some people are okay with it and I respect that. We're gonna do these head fins. Just kind of like making sure they flip good. I mean, like, if the hair's not going in front of the thing anymore, I guess we don't really need them to actually, like, flip sides anymore because it just doesn't, like, make any sense. So I'm gonna cut that away and then put this back. But I did like them... Oops. Whoops. There we go. I did like them squishing a bit. And then just, I guess they would just kind of disappear there. Yeah, something like that. I might even tuck them back a little bit more on the straight on view here. Just to sell that 3D look a little bit more. And then we also have this top one, Frill 2. Okay, Frill 2 XY. This one is a little bit weird with it. Another thing that I've been addicted to lately, I've been watching so much Apothecary Diaries that now I'm like, I really just want to read a bunch of historical drama, like, shit. But it's tough because there's actually not, like, a ton of good ones out there. Like, especially, like, anime-wise. I don't really know what to look for. I really like Apothecary Diaries, though. But, like, one can only watch the same anime so many times, you know? So I've been like trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, should I just rewatch Golden Kamui as well? Like, Golden Kamui is pretty good too. When the head rotates this way, it's gonna go a little bit more back. Maybe like that. And then I think I might do extended term interpolation for this one because there's a little bit of that arch to it. And that might help it. Yeah, that helps it move a little bit more smoothly. Yeah, I think that would be good. That's why it's there to rewatch 1 billion times. I get so bored rewatching stuff though. I hate rewatching things. It's probably just the ADHD in me, but I'm like, I don't wanna rewatch it. I wanna watch it just like normally. I don't I don't wanna rewatch it. What if I I think that's okay, actually. But I want to hyperfixate. And you're allowed. I'm not gonna stop you. Oh, there's another one down here. The secret other frill. Is this also rigged onto here? Oh. Oh, why is... Oh, get out of there. You don't need to be in that. Okay, let's try that again. You get your own folder here. Bottom frill XY. You get your own warp deformer there, bud. Alright. You get to go in just a little bit here. And then go... Yep, just like that. Awesome. Okay. Ooh, Dungeon Meshi is really good. I do love Dungeon Meshi. I watched Blue-Eyed Samurai and enjoyed it. It's a period drama style show. I have seen people say good things about Blue-Eyed Samurai. Maybe I should give it a try as well. 3D looking 2D animation. Yeah, I've heard people like say good things about it, but I haven't really heard much like past that, if that makes any sense. Like I've just kind of heard like very, very basic things about it. I feel like I haven't really heard anyone say anything crazy about it. Okay, where is my... This is the head angle XY, I believe. Because now I need to do the Y angle of everything. So when I do that, I like to turn everything off. So I like to turn off, you know, the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth, the eyes, because we're going to do all of these separately. And then the hair stuff also gets turned off, and this hair frill. The pacing can be a little odd sometimes, but it's one of those different lives converging style shows. Okay. Okay. I don't mind stuff like that. I don't mind a little strangeness here and there. Let's move these cheeks up just a little bit here. There we go. So it looks like the head is moving up and down. Kind of drag the cheeks down a little bit. When doing this, I like to make sure I'm moving the actual points themselves basically as little as possible, because it makes it as clean as possible at the end. And then I'll use smoothing, kind of clean it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for the follow, Sonic in Shadow. Welcome. And hi, Panda. Hello. Hi, hello. This will make doing the corners a lot easier later on. If I just have the least amount of kind of like melting as possible. Oh gosh. The character growth is really satisfying overall. It's heavily focused on the ostracization of abnormal people in Edo era Japan. Okay, cool. I'll have to check it out. Ah, Liz sent me here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome on in. I'm glad Liz gave me permission to work on this on stream because I'm like, oh my god. I love rigging so much. Where the fuck is my other... Okay, there it is. Ugh. All right. And then after I do this, I can just kind of synthesize these corners and hope that it looks okay. I mean... not really. Okay, we do need to fix... Okay, now back to possums. Okay, good luck! Good luck, bro! Kind of my least favorite part of doing anything relating to live 2D is always the corners. Maybe they're not too bad, actually. Liz has turned into a little green pea. Has someone got a baseball bat to get me to sleep? Okay, you guys know what to do. Grab the metal pipes. Can we get some metal pipes in here, please, to send Sonic to sleep? Thank you. Please and thank you. The main character is really interesting. She's a samurai disguised as a man on a quest for revenge on an evil European father. Oh my god, the drama. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Yep. You guys know what to do. Yep. Thank you. And now we're gonna do the cheeks. It's cheeks time! Little cheeky cheeks. And we're just gonna squish them down. Hello. I asked for pipes, not bombs. I know that you could get confused with a pipe bomb, but no, we're just looking for pipes. Just pipes right now, thank you. We're just gonna stretch these out just a little bit. It might not look good. No, I think that's fine, actually. But does it make sense? Yes, I think so. Okay, and then we connect the two again, and then we synthesize our corners, and we double check all of our different angles. Yep, looks fine to me. All right, moving on. Hello, Beldraco art. Were you also sent here? Bombs, you want it? It's yours, my friend. Morshu from the CDI Zelda games. Oh my god, the CDI Zelda. Yes. Yeah, that. Alright, we're gonna do... Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Yep. 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 Just what I was asking for. Alright, and then for our nose... For our nose, we're just gonna explode real quick. And then everything's okay. Since it's kind of like a snoot, it's gonna like kind of look like it's going down further than the rest of it. But we're gonna kind of do some major got kind of a nose job going on here, especially when looking upwards. Yes. Kind of like this. Yeah. 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 Needs to go up a little bit more. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 That's looking good. Yeah. Hello. Oh my gosh, we got so many more dreams. Everyone, don't forget to get your daily dreams. Also, hello, CEO of Crime. I saw you came in. Welcome, welcome. And then we can fix our nostrils a little bit. Like making them bigger when it comes to this. There we go. So they stay relatively consistent. And then on this, we're going to actually make them smaller, again, to keep that kind of consistency. Yup. So now we got the up and the down for the nose. I do kind of want to tuck this a little bit more back there, so I'm actually going to give it its own nose XY adjust. It's going to get its own special little Y warp deformer, and it's gonna get even smaller back there. There we go. And we're gonna tuck that back there. Yeah, that's gonna kind of work, I think. Okay, okay, I hear my bird in the background. Forgot to dream. Oh my god, don't we all? Never forget to dream, you guys. The world is a beautiful place. Alright. Then, just like before, we're gonna go ahead and take all of them, and we're gonna synthesize the corners. I knew this is looking so good! Yay! This one is actually, Lizard Beth. This is the lovely Lizard Beth. Liz did the art for this one. I am helping with the rig on it. Yeah. And so I'm doing some rigging. I started out thinking about OCs and I have pivoted hardcore into live 2D because Liz brought it up and I haven't worked on it in a little bit, so I got excited. What can I say? We're gonna go ahead and grab basically everything, I think.
Kina, how dare you forget to feed me? I'll be seeing the benefactor of your circus about this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kenna, I think you might be in trouble. A wizard and a miracle worker? What? What? I do my best. I really do. I'm just having fun here, I promise. We have fun here. I'm gonna adjust both of these for the side angles. So they kinda do this. You know? Wait, did I just fuck with it? Oh, I did. Hold on. We gotta add some points here. There we go. It didn't have any points, which meant that it wasn't tracking it properly. But that does also mean we can reflect the motion now. And it's gonna look a little bit better. There we go. And we can go into the nostril adjustments and make them a little more straight up and down. And reflect that motion as well. There we go. I've been making a giant map in Minecraft. Are you making like one of those, like, where you get all of the little maps and then you lay them on the floor to make like one big map? My partner really loves doing that in Minecraft, so I have to ask. So that's what our rotation is kind of looking like right now. I might make the nose a little less dramatic. We'll see, because the mouth, I think, is going to be next. Yeah, let's try to crank the handle to get my dreams going. Right, right. Good luck. Good sleep, okay? I hope you get a good sleep. Next up we're gonna move the mouth into place. Wherever it may be. Where's my mouth angle XY? Is it in here? Mouth? Mouth line XY? No? Where the Oh my god. Oh, have you guys seen the new baby mob textures? Wait, Liz, have you not seen them? Oh my god, they're so cute. Where the fuck did I put this? Did I put it? Oh, I put it here on muzzle warp. Oh, I was whatting at my mouth. I went through and I did delete some of the XY parameters, so I guess I just put them here and then forgot about them. So you'll have to see that. We're gonna start by, I like to just make sure it's in the right place first. Trying to keep equidistant with the nose. You'll notice that the nose is going up above the mouth right here, so we're gonna go ahead and try to keep everything the same distance from each other. Maybe just a little bit shorter here. There we go. And then we can curve it into place. And I'm actually going to, no, I don't want to do that. That's going to be a nightmare if I try to adjust it. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back, everyone. Hi. I blew up, but I got better. Oh my god. The baby textures are so cute. They are so freaking good. I know some people are mad about the addition of like baby animal textures in Minecraft, but I am all for it. I freaking love them. They are so cute, especially the baby chicken. Oh, and the rabbits look so good. Sky, I think you're really gonna like the new Minecraft rabbit texture. Why be mad? Everyone's always mad about something. They literally hate whimsy. They're cowards, that's why. While I have the mouth up, we're gonna go and double check that the mouth forms still work. Yeah, they still look good. Okay, good. The baby chickens! The baby pigs are so friggin' cute to me. Like, obviously my favorite is the baby chickens, but I also love the baby pigs, like, so much. The baby chicks are, like, everything to me. Oh my god, I love them so much. Yes. Yes, they're good. Yes. Then let's go ahead and link these up, and as always, synthesize our corners. Don't want to forget that, because even when we do synthesize our corners, sometimes it looks like dog shit. So we're just gonna adjust that a little bit. Yep, that looks a little bit better. I think that the other side needs to come down as well. And then kind of the opposite over here. Get a little bit of that adjustment. Okay, that looks good. Let's double check our mouth forms. Yep, thankfully Liz's model is pretty cartoony, so not very much stuff gets like kind of thrown out of place here. I've seen a video saying there might be fishing changes soon going off the Bedrock preview modes, as there's been not adding in the snapshot. What do you mean, like, fishing changes? What do we think that they're gonna change? Adding new fish? Changing the fishing mechanic? I thought that they just recently, like, kind of adjusted how the fishing works. And then we'll do that. The mouth is sliding just a little bit here. So let's try and fix that. That's better. And then we can reflect that motion. Oh, but it's not moving evenly. Ooh, I don't know why it's doing that. It's okay, we'll just manually put it into its place. That's unusual. Normally, it should be just fine. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. The nose and mouth look like a frog face. It does! Wait, without the eyes, it does! Have a redeem where, like, there's no snoot, or there's no eyes. Hi, Panda! Oh my god, thank you for the resub. 12 months! Oh my god, 1 year! That's a year. Holy shit. I need a bald redeem? Oh. Liz, I was not letting you get off without a bald redeem. If I'm rigging a model, there's gonna be a bald redeem whether you like it or not. That happened to me with, Olive. I was rigging Olive's model, and, I was like, you don't You don't get to choose this. You are getting a bald routine. I just think being able to go bald is funny. Eyeballs. Jump scare. Liz stares at you. Alright. Including my gripped model. Yep. It's required. It is required everywhere to have baldness. I crave the baldness. I'm gonna assume we're going on the head XY. I need to label my shit better. Oh wait, no. There's no way. Did I do... Okay, thank God. Thank God. Okay. Eyeballs. No, that's way too far down. There we go. My big, beautiful eyes. Why are you looking at me with them big ol' eyes? There we go. There are 2 new biome tags being added. One is called Fast Fishing, which does what it sounds like, and High Seas, which changes salmon behavior. But we don't know what they mean for the game yet. Interesting. Oh, my bald redeem isn't on. What? I'm not allowed to go bald? This is fucked up. Hold on a second, guys. Let me fix that for you. Okay, there you go. That should be on now. Where's my blind request? Okay, there we go. And now I can be blind as well. All the important things. Let's see here. Why are you staring at me like that, Liz? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? I love when live 2D models just, like, stare at you. What do you want from me? I want to be real. No! Ah! Papa, I want to be real. Alright, and now we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know, together we're growing. Gonna be golden. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Up, up, up. It's our moment. Yay! There we go. Now you can look with your eyes. Your beautiful, beautiful eyes. We'll save that real quick, and then we will synthesize our corners. This is the one that usually gets pretty nasty on the corners, so let's see how we did. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. No, we can fix that. We can fix it. No, it's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. We're just gonna, and we're gonna, uh-huh, okay, right, yeah, we're just gonna straighten some stuff out here. Kinda rotate some stuff a little bit. Hey, Alex Plyer, welcome on in. What's going on? What's poppin'? How you doing today? There we go. And does that look smooth going up and down? No, it does not. That does not look good, actually. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so this is our basic left to right. Right, okay, and then up, and down. Yeah, okay, I actually see what's going on here. I just need to rotate this top section a little bit to kind of give it that little bit of twist that you should expect to see with your head tilting up and down. But I also need to do it in a way where it doesn't look like the eye is sliding all over the head. Alright, there we go. That's a little better. Our eyes do not slide all over the head. They should stay mostly in place, hopefully. But this is usually where a lot of things tend to get messy on these angles. Okay. Yes? Hello, Strong Paw! Welcome on in! I feel like I should go ahead and adjust the stream title. Here, rig model. Alright, I've adjusted the title a little bit. Oh my gosh, and thank you for the sub! Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. Hello! Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it so much. I think that looks pretty good. Let's check the other side here. Yep, this side is like almost more tilted. I don't know why. Getting tilted at the towers. Maybe it's just my perception of it is one thing. Let's check in the physics menu. Let's see how it looks. I do need to change this to left mouse button Y and left mouse button Y. Oh, and we also need to make an angle Y physics group, which is basically the same thing as our angle X physics group, except it's for angle Y with the angle Y physics. There we go. From a distance, it doesn't look too bad. So let's double check it with our posing. So we'll just let it kind of run for a little bit. Oh, actually, I might not have it in my set random pose. Yep, I had it turned off in set random pose. There we go. Now it can use that. What do you use for subtitles? I'm on Streamlabs if it helps. I use an OBS plugin. And I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but I know it's an OBS plugin that was free on GitHub. If that helps any. I don't know if it does, but I want to show two more of my favorite emotes. A cool retro GG emote. Oh, that one's cute. And an extremely cute rave emote. I'm a big fan of whenever people have their little like rave dance emotes. I have rat dance instead, which I guess is kind of cute in its own right, but maybe in a little bit different of a way. Okay. I'm not 100% satisfied with the head movement here, but at the same time, I might leave it for now and come back to it. I like to do a lot of tweaking after the fact. Like maybe I did go a little bit too strong on the nose movement up and down. Did I put a link to the subtitles in the Discord? Okay, good. It's in the Discord somewhere. I don't know where, but it's somewhere. Much to think about. Okay. Ooh, we need to do eyebrows. We need to do eyebrows. The eyebrows are the window to the eyes, which are the window to the soul. So, really, if you think about it, I don't know where I was going with that. All right, there we go. There's the eyebrows. I love the big old bean eyebrows. Like, come on. Okay. That's the glasses XY, so this is the eyebrows XY. Yup, we have eyebrows XY. I'm noticing they do something weird here. Why? It might just be an optical illusion. Okay. Time for the Y physics. They're gonna go down with the face. I don't know what parameter was supposed to control what shape, and it didn't even track right. Oh, it's okay. The eyebrows can be really weird because some people use some parameters and some people don't. I just use brow Y most of the time, and then a little bit of form, but I mostly just use this. And then that's an eye adjustment for the brows. Yeah, I made a follow parameter so that when the brows go down, the eyes go down. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, what if the brow parameters typically just like doesn't do shit? And it's like, well, why are you here? Why are you even here? Most of the time, it doesn't even matter. Oh my god, Kenna! Kenna, thank you! What the heck? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sky. Real as hell. Oh my god, you've given 50 gift subs in this channel. What the fuck, Kenna? Kenna! I love you, bro. What the hell? I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. I love these silly ass eyebrows. They're so good. I love them! Okay, you know what? Something that is going to make me feel better about my life is fixing my iris warp toggles. I believe they're in head XY. Yeah, I think it's head XY. And then we have this one. So it's gonna go up a little bit. And then down a little bit. This is kind of like the parallax one. Now you can shoot the Sally! Is this what the kids mean when they are jorking it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure etymologically that's where it comes from. It actually comes from jorking the Sally, which is a phrase that most people don't say anymore, but historically people would be, quote, jorkin' the Sally. And that's when you take Salamander, the demon salamander that visits you in your dreams, and shake it around very violently, which you should always do, by the way. If you ever see Sally in your nightmares, you should grab Sally and shake them around. Yep. Yep. That is the correct thing to do. Where is my other eyeball? Where the fuck is my other eye? Here it is. Eye warp left. I'm blind. Don't worry about it. Head XY for this one, and then head XY for this one, and we're gonna do them at the same time because that's the smart person thing to do. And I'm very smart. There we go. All I know is Owl talks about jorking it a lot. Yeah. We have a lot in common. Yeah. Where is my... Is it under toggle iris? I think it is. Yep. Okay. And then in this one, it's gonna be head XY, eyeball XY, jiggle X, jiggle Y, eye open. Toggle iris, head XY. Okay, there we go. How many parameters does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? The world may never know. Eh. Yep. Okay, and then we're gonna do this, and then do this. And then ignore the eyebrows. The eyebrows aren't real for a second, okay? Ignore them. They're not. That's unrelated. Don't look at those. We're gonna go head XY and head XY and synthesize those corners as well. Yeah, right. Okay. We'll come back to that one. What was I working? Eyebrows. Yes, the eyebrows for the eyebrows XY. Okay. Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. Okay. Synthesize corners. And honestly, they're pretty good, but they are flying off the head, which is not good. Not what I want. So we're gonna just come on through here and adjust things a little bit. You know, I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I'm doing. Resynthesize the corners. Do it again. Yup. Okay, and then we're just gonna very gently push this thing back onto the head. But maybe not that hard. And then we go yeah, more or less. Okay. Now we can kind of look at things again. And it's not perfect by any means, but it's a start. We've got a start here. Aw, twin hug emotes, which are adorable, and a multitude of shades wearing cool emotes. Love those. Do you think we need a shades emote where someone's really cool? I guess that'd be kind of hard because I am already entirely shadow. So wearing shades doesn't really make sense. Unless the shades are like a bright blue or something. I guess that could work. So yeah, okay. You know, it's moving. We're schmoving. We are certainly schmoving. Ooh, look at that. Wait, that emotion is cute. Wait, let me squish things a little bit. I can make some cute expressions here. We can go up, right? And then we're gonna take our smile and we're gonna push the smile, right? And then maybe do a little grin. And then our brows are gonna go down. Uh and then the eyes. We're gonna have our smile on. And yeah, evil smirk. I look like I'm about to do shenanigans. This lizard is about to do shenanigans. More at 6.
This just in. Dreamy_Newt encouraged their viewers to, quote, jork the Sally if you ever see her, live on stream. More on this and the effects of jorking live Sally's live on Twitch in your TOS life at 11.
No comment. No comment. It's always morally correct to jork the Sally. And I stand by this. I stand by my truth. I realize now that I do in fact need to bring this to the center. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. That way, the brows still work when they're not just up. That probably helps a little bit. Fuck. And then we're gonna keep this nice and vertical. Okay. Then we're gonna flip that, pause, flip, reverse it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's our eyebrows slightly adjusted. I do need to re-synthesize these corners because I fucked with shit. Yeah, and that does break things again, but again, I'll come back to that. I will deal with that later. Classic live 2D moment. I'll do it later. Guy who definitely is not gonna do it later. Then we're gonna go ahead and turn all of our hair back on. This is beautiful, luscious locks. And I'm gonna go and find my frill 1. This is the bottom part of the frill. We need the top part of the frill. Where the fuck is it? I forgot I can just do that. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and follow our head here. Wow, very easy, very simple. It's just that easy. And once again, follow the head. Just kind of using the tip of the hair as sort of placement here. And then because of the way that the hair is, we're just gonna kind of take it and scoot it down a little bit. There we go. And we're actually going to also scoop up this part of the hair and copy, paste. There we go. And then move it. Ooh! Move it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Ooh. There we go, and that's kind of moving up and down, relatively speaking, with the rest of the head. And then we can do basically the same thing with the bottom here. This is actually going to be even easier. We're just gonna straight up move it, like, as a big chunk. Because realistically speaking, this hair's not really going to flex any. When moving up and down, it's just going to basically rotate with the head. Yay! Okay, that's easy. Now we're gonna do back hair pieces. It's gonna not really go anywhere, to be honest. I guess I'll just lift this up a little bit. More Bezier divisions, please! Yeah, there we go. And then we'll take the whole thing and move it down. And this one we will squish a little bit to give kind of that, like, 3D vibe-ish. There we go. Yep, we're moving, we're schmoving. These ones, I'm perfectly fine with how they move up and down, except that this one is getting lost. We're just gonna move it back up a little bit. It's getting, it's appearing behind the head and revealing all of my secrets, and we don't want that. We don't want our hair to reveal all of our secrets. That would be not good. Bad even, some might say. So we're gonna basically kind of do the same thing with this back hair. We're just gonna kind of sneakily move it. It's too much. So the hair on the back of the head isn't really gonna move quite as much because if you think about where the back of your neck is when you go forward and back, yeah. Liz, you're always close to shenanigans. You know, Liz shenanigans are just a part of nature, okay? They are truly a part of our beautiful world that we live in. I couldn't even finish saying that. My body was trying to defeat me. Okay, then we're going to take all of those that we just rigged and synthesize the corners and cross our fingers and pray. Okay, the back frills are a little broken. The back frills are maybe a little broken. But But the rest of them look okay, so that's good. I really only have to fix this one. So let's do that. We're just gonna kind of... Get back under the head. Get back under there. Go back to where you belong. There we go. And with the hair, we're really gonna hide all of our sins with the physics rigging. So I'm not, like, super worried about it. Her design doesn't lend itself well to front perspective animation easily, that's my bad. No, I feel like that's just kind of the nature of, like, a lot of furry designs, especially as someone who has a salamander. I kind of get it. But there we go. Honestly, looks pretty okay. Again, I just kind of want to do some physics, so I think the physics will really repair a lot of our pains and our sins with hair. Hair is really easy to just kind of like fuck around and find out with when it comes to physics. It's my favorite part. I love physics. She has a mohawk made of flat scales. Not easy to do in live 2D. But it's a fun challenge. It's a fun challenge. The first 2 times I rage quit rigging this was when I got to this point. Yeah, that's, you know what, that's really fair because the head angles are probably the hardest part of rigging a model. They are not fun. All right, we're gonna go down into the hair section now and we are going to... I think I'm probably gonna do 2 hair groups. We're gonna do a longer hair group and a shorter hair group. Or maybe we'll do 3. Yeah. We'll do L hair, X1, L hair, X1, and we'll do -10 and 10, and that will be a blend shape. Then we're basically going to replicate those parameters and make that L hair X2, replicate for L hair X3, then we're going to replicate that again, and that's going to be L hair Y1. I'm L hairy 1. And basically do that again, replicate for Y2, replicate again for Y3. There we go, and I might do another one for kind of like a left-right. I thought you were working on OC art. This is someone's OC, technically. So, you know, if you really, like, think about it, kind of. Kind of. You know? I think I do want to do one more parameter type, but we're gonna start with this. We're gonna go with a warp deformer for this one. That's gonna be X physics. And we're gonna do 3 on here, and then we're just gonna go doot, doot, doot. Yup, and then eh, eh. Yup. Yep. There we go. I guess actually it should probably start higher up, which means we need to do a little bit of glue. I think maybe it would probably be best to do some glue. Yeah, okay. I'm like, do I have to, Papa? Yes, we do, Papa. Yes, we do, child. All right, we're gonna take all this. And we're gonna bind it. Yes. And we're gonna go into our glue weights. Okay. Where the fuck is my glue? Where did the glue for this go? Is it maybe up here with the top part of the grill? Yes, it is. And we're gonna... fuck. Shit. Fuck. I lost it. Shit. Okay. And then we're going... I'm okay. I'm okay. And we're gonna do this, I think. Maybe... Maybe, and and then we're gonna see if that did anything. Hold on a second. We're gonna go to our bottom piece, the frill here. It did work, but badly. It's okay. I know what I did wrong, so I can fix it. Okay. Delete your art. Grab here. Oh, I hate glue, guys. Guys, glue is annoying as fuck. But it's really useful. We're just gonna take this, copy, and go to the top here, work on this paste. Perfect. It just makes sense. And then we're gonna go in here and we're gonna select all of this again. We're gonna copy, and then we're gonna go to the bottom piece. We're gonna paste. Yup. And then we're gonna go, yup, that's exactly what I wanted. Select the two together. Grab all of those bits and pieces that are now overlapping and bind them. Yes. Glue weights. Go to the glue. Oh. Red up here, green down here where they're connected. Yellow in the middle. Okay. Is that less bad? Yes. I'm gonna take that as a solid good enough for me. Let's see if it looks any better if I make them all green, like make it really strong glue. Just gonna glue the fuck out of it. Put on the goddamn super glue at this point. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about, I think. Yup. Okay, cool. Fun. We're gonna select both of them then for our hair X, Y. I think? Yeah. Yeah, okay. And I'm like, I feel like I'm doing math at this point. I'm like, if I calculate the hypotenuse of a triangular disposition and then do a double backflip and kiss my mother, and then everything should be okay. Ta-da! Are you guys proud of me yet? Did I do it? I don't know if I did anything, to be honest. Next we're gonna do the middle bit of the hair. Yup. Just like that. And then we're gonna do another one right about here. Huzzah! Thank you! I consider myself to be very smart for that. I want this to be a little more dramatique. There we go. And then the other side. like so. Perfect. Yup. And I actually have decided just now that I want a hair X4 because I still need to do a little bit on the tip of this hair. And honestly, I might need to create another parameter, put these on, because doing this all on the same parameter might make it look kind of wonky, but we will have to see. And then stretch the tip. Yup. I said what I said. So I'm gonna do a little bit more past that. Thank you. Thank you for your applause. Please, please hold your applause. Please, no, please. I'm a god. No, please stop. No. Hair LX. Okay, and our input is going to be angle X and a little bit of angle Z. Angle Z is angle, position X, effectiveness, we're going to start with 80. And angle Z effectiveness, we're going to go with 50. And we're going to add 4 pendulums because there are 4 hair thingies. We're going to add those in. And then we're going to increase the output of this. You know, for the most part, pretty okay. There's a little bit that I want to add on to this, but for the most part, that's good. We're gonna go ahead and turn our duration down. I like to kind of make this into like a little like this, you know, where it's like big, medium, small, tiny, because that helps a little bit. And then I turn down the shaking influence on the end pieces. Especially since these are like scales, so they're supposed to look a little bit more stiff. I think that should be good like that. Okay, and I actually want more duration on the top piece, so we're gonna bump those a little bit. Just to make that look a little bit more like luxurious and bouncy rather than like just floppy and bouncy. It was looking kind of floppy. It was looking maybe a little bit floppy, but I think that should fix it a little bit. And then we're gonna go back up to our hair frill. And I'm gonna see if I can't adjust the top bit a little bit for the first hair X parameter. Like that. Maybe. No, it's the glue is making things a little bit weird, I think. Let's soften up that glue a little bit on the top. So going back into our frill glue layer, we're gonna go back in and just soften out the top part a little bit. Make our weight really small. Just kind of like do this kind of vibe. Oops, but see now this piece does not have strong enough glue. See how it's breaking apart now? Okay, we gotta go fix that. It's it's a little flaccid down here for sure. Let's fix that. This definitely needs to be strong glue. Our glue strength needs to be crazy right there. Let's see if that fixed it. Not quite. Maybe the glue wasn't the best option. So, just gonna do that, see what happens. Okay, you know, let's see if we can put the hair on the same parameter here and just do it this way. Like so. Yes. maybe that was better in the end. Maybe that was the better option at the end of the day, you know? Oh, it looks cute. Okay. Oh my god, hi Pookie! Hey, would it be crazy if I said I was going to try to do the art for my own VTuber model soon? You should! You totally should! Did you see they officially announced the Flynn and Rapunzel for the live-action Tangled? No way. Oh no! Okay, I gotta see this. Hold on, guys. Tangled live action actors. Okay. Tegan Croft as Rapunzel and Milo Manheim as Flynn Rider. Oh, okay. They just kind of look. Yeah, that's a white girl. White boy. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what I was expecting. They look okay. They're fine. Yeah, sure, man. Awesome. Okay, yeah. I just realized that I don't know anything about actors and I don't care. So there's that at least. Okay, we're also going to put another one on here just to kind of do that. There we go. Okay, that looks decent enough. Looks decent nuts. All right. Did you watch the Zombies movies? I think I've watched the first one, and that's about it. I think I've only really watched the first one. Y physics. We're gonna do the Y physics for this now. So for Y, I think I want to do like, we're gonna go in with the top part of the hair and we're gonna push it out. Right? Like that. And then in. Like that. Yeah, and then for the hair Y2, we're gonna do the same thing, but the next section of hair, go out and in. I might have this backwards, I might need to flip this, but that's actually very easy to do, so I'm not super worried about it. And then Y3, we're gonna make the tip of the hair go kind of up again, and then kind of down. Like that. Guys, I'm gonna have gnome time after one of the most exhausting shifts of my life. Ugh, I'm so sorry, babe. I was literally about to say this is a Nepo casting because he's literally Zed from Zombies. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting casting choice. Alright, now we're gonna have angle Y as our thing here, and we're going to delete all of these and instead add our Y parameters and increase their output. Okay, yep, those are definitely needing to be inversed, but that's okay. We can just do this and reflect, and this and reflect. There we go. Okay. We'll start there. He reminds me of a missing member of the Naked Brothers band. What do you mean a missing member of? Oh, like he would belong in the Naked Brothers band. Okay, yeah. I really only knew Milo Manheim. He's in a show I really like called School Spirits, and I do think he's a phenomenal actor. Okay, I trust you. I trust Kenna of all people to know actors because I sure as fuck do not. I don't know nothing. I'm stupid as shit. So on and so forth. Let's do physics Y, because this one is actually going to need some actual deforming here. Methinks. Mayhaps. And then a little stretchy stretch. Yep. A little squash. Sort of a squash and stretch kind of moment, but this needs to be basically glued down to the head, so we're gonna come back in here with our brushy brush, and we're gonna copy,
Am I a smart
paste.
fella, or a fart smella? Much to think about.
Much to think about. Place your votes now. Is Kenna a smart fella or a fart smella? I like to believe that Kenna is both a smart fella and a fart smella. But then, you know, is that allowed? Can one allow a fart smella and a smart fella to exist in the same timeline? Accusations are being made. There we go. So, yay! Looking good! Okay! Porque no los dos. Exactly. Exactly, you get it! Why not both? What if it was both of them? And out. And then we're basically going to have a second X parameter and a second Y parameter for a little extra bonus for the hair squishing and stretching, okay? We're getting crazy with it, but I think it'll look really good with this model. I think this model could really use it. I'm wondering if I should just put all of the hair on the same ones. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. But oh, we did have a Y3. Okay, good. We are now going to do. We're going to replicate our parameters again because I want them to be the same. Oh, sorry. X. We'll do XX1, I guess. I guess that's the only way I really want to put it. XX1. And we only need 2 of those, XX1 and XX2. And then we'll do YY1 and YY2. I could call them like up, down, and then left, right, but this just makes more sense to me. But, you know, I am not everyone. This actually should be YY1. There we go. And then this should be YY2. It just makes sense. I need to go decompress, but I love you. Have a good stream. I love you too. Have good decompression. I'll talk to you later. I love you. Yes. Okay, so for the XX1 and the YY1, I know it's confusing, I know, but I promise it'll be cool. We're gonna take this side of the hair and we're gonna move it. Okay. We're gonna take this side of the hair and we're going to move it in, right? And we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna make it go a little bit further. So we're basically like squishing it. Especially, oops, especially this top section here. we really want to move it in to the head a little bit, right? I didn't put the parameters on! I did all of that. And I didn't even put the thing on it. Okay, I think that's back to normal. Yes, okay. Alright, let's do that all again! But this time, don't forget to put your parameter on first. Oh my god, the amount of times that I do this shit. Unbelievable, really. Or perhaps perfectly believable if you've ever done anything in Live 2D. So we've got a little X squish. Like this. Like that. So just imagine this kind of rotating left and right, right? So it's kind of rotating, and then we're going to do basically the same thing, but in the other direction. Doo-doo-doo. I did it more often than not. It's especially bad once you're like, when you're first learning the program. It's like every 2 seconds you're like, oh, I didn't push the button that makes it go. Fuck. And then you have to Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z over and over and over again. All right, so then we have fat hair. Fat hair. I want this to be a little flatter. I want it to look like it's rotating. Yeah. And this is a little crunchy down here, so we're just gonna kind of manually put this back into place. It got a little crunchy down here. Where is this supposed to go? What is going on here? What the fuck happened? Okay. It's just really ugly down here for some reason. Okay. It's probably on me. Ooh. Oh, okay, it's like rotating there. That's okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna come back in here with our brush tool, and we're just gonna take this tip. We're gonna take the tip, and we're just gonna... There we go. There we go. Nude thinks I'm ugly. No, dude, I just think your tip is ugly. It's okay. It's just the tip. That's all. Wow. Dude, you're not ugly. Your tip is just really ugly. Top 10 things you probably shouldn't say to a person. It's just your tip. It's fine. It's literally fine. We're gonna put these. We're gonna put this on here and adjust this to match. And then kind of go up with it, and then kind of like that maybe, and then actually I don't think the top of it should rotate. It looks like it's breathing and it's kind of scary. I don't like that it's breathing at me. Ew. Newt, out of context, your tip is ugly. The tip of what, Newt? Exclamation mark, add quote, your tip is ugly. All right. There we go. So we got a little squash and stretch action happening here. Yup. And in addition to that, the XX2, we're going to come in here. So it's like it squishes and it stretches. We're going to go in and we're going to add just a little bit of a rotation here. So we're going to go in and we're going to kind of like rotate this just a little bit. Ooh, rotation. Ooh, rotation. Hair rotation. Wait, is that the same? No. Okay, good. Little hair rotation. Little hair rotation. Okay. And then with the Y physics, this one we're gonna add an extra parameter for. This one's gonna be a YY fizz. And this one is pretty straightforward. It is the bouncy bounce. So we're just gonna we're gonna and stretch. Boingy, boingy, boingy. So now the hair can go boingy, boingy. And then YY2, we go in and we're just gonna do like maybe from here down, boingy, boingy.
SMH, dreamings _ neutered and cancelled over body shaming lizard Beths, unconventionally attractive, ugly tip. More on how to love your tip properly at 9.
How to love your tip properly. More on how to love your tip properly at 9. Oh. See, this is actually all an advertisement for Bathtub Starshine's How to Love Your Tip program. So in case anyone here is struggling with how to love your tip, check out the Dreamy News at 6 p.m. When what day 6 p.m.? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The answer is yes. All right. So bouncy hair, complete. Kind of fucked up, but complete. There we go. And then the tip. The tip is bouncy. God damn it. I need my own crying emote. Oh, so true. When are you going to be able to sob? Sob and cry. Hair L X. Okay, for this one, we're adding X, Y, and Z as our inputs, and X is going to be like 60, Y is going to be like 20, and Z is going to be like 30, maybe? Or 20. Oh, right, because it's not on angle. Okay, 30. And then we'll add 2 of those and 2 of these. And this one's definitely going to require some tuning. Because right now it looks like that. And we do not want it to look like that. We want it to be quite a bit less shaky. Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll even put this at angle. And reflect that. Okay. No, I think I liked it at position. And it doesn't need to be reflected. But see how the hair has like a little bit of a rotation now to it? That's kind of what I was going for. And now we're going to duplicate that and make this hair YY. YOY. Am I doing this? 20 and 60. And the output settings are now going to be YY1 and YY2. This is not a tutorial. As per usual, I did these backwards, so let's reflect them. Oops. And YY physics, reflect. Reflect. Ah! Yep. Yep. There we go. And there's our bouncy hair. Yay! Look how bouncy it is. Wow. So bouncy. We're actually gonna go ahead and
Don't forget to
turn this
save.
down. Oh, I've been saving, don't worry. Oops, not 0.8. 8. There we go. Or actually, maybe the duration should be more like 15. No, that's not right either. We'll get there, we'll get there. Hold on, guys. Convergence speed, I think, needs to be faster. Reaction time? Can I turn this up? Boingy, boingy, boingy. Okay, okay. I think she's looking good. Some pretty decent hair, I think. I think it looks pretty good, pretty bouncy. What do you guys think? It needs a little bit of fine-tuning, but I think it's pretty cute. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I do see some stuff I want to adjust physics-wise. I need to go back in here for X and make these, like, even less shaky. Okay. All right. We might do a little bit more adjustment on this another time. Another day, another dollar. That's what I always say. Isn't that right, Freeman? Okay. Figuring out the exact balance of, like, physics is always a bit of a struggle. But I think for the first run, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. And I'll even save for your guys' sake. Me when I go, okay. Oh my god, that made me actually dizzy. Okay. We're gonna do the back hair now, and I think I want to put them on different I think I want to put them on a different, like, hair section. So we're gonna call this back hair. There we go. And that's just for me for clarification's sake. And then we're just gonna replicate these again and we're gonna put them back here. But thankfully, because the back hair is a lot shorter, we don't need as many physics for it. I think we really need 3 at max for it. So we're just gonna do 3 back here. Where's my third one? There we go. We just need 3, really. We're gonna call these the S hair because this is short hair. X1. And I'm just gonna edit all of these. S hair. X2. And S hair X3. S hair X3. Okay. I just had a post-work snack and shower. I love that for you. I'm glad you got a good shower in. I took my nice long shower yesterday, so I'm feeling quite good. And for the Y, I think we're only gonna need 2. So let's grab one of these and come down here. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to move. It's you! There we go. So this is going to be S hair X or Y1. S hair Y1. And replicate that for S hair Y2. There we go. Okay. How many do you need? 7 million parameters. 7 billion layers, 7 million parameters. And people ask why rigging costs so much. This is why. Fill X. So yeah, it's just a lot of this over and over again. And we're just gonna basically take all this and we're gonna go to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, and then to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Like that. And then X2, we're gonna grab a little bit less. Like this. And we're gonna go eat and eat. And then finally for the third one, the X3, we're gonna grab even less, just the tip. And we're gonna go eat. And we're gonna go And those are technical terms. Yeah. Yep, those are technical terms. You're gonna go eat and just make sure that you do it in that order, or else things might become twisted, and we don't want that. We want it to be eat and Keep that in mind. Eat, then Okay, eat, then And yeah, there we go. There's the X. And we're basically just going to duplicate hair LX to make hair SX, which does sound counterintuitive, but we can make slightly different parameters for it, which will be useful. And we're going to delete this one. And we're going to increase the output. See, like, that's too crazy. That's too much. She's doing too much back there. She's shaking like crazy. Why are you going so slow? Maybe convergence speed needs to go up. And then I think the duration is just like way too long for this length of hair, so. Yeah, that was the issue. Okay, cool. I found my tablet pen too, so it's time to do digital, but not super zoomed in. Yes, we realized with Cream's art that Cream was being too zoomed in, and it was making them think about their art too much. They recently were doing some digital art, and or some non-digital art, and they were like, "Why do I like do this so much better this way?" And I was like, "Are you perhaps too zoomed in?" So, good luck out there. So we're gonna do these hairs a little bit different just because of the way that they're shaped. We're gonna do some like classic squash and stretch, I think. Deltarune tomorrow? What about Deltarune tomorrow? Are you gonna play Deltarune tomorrow? We got Deltarune tomorrow. I should share what I've done with the server? Yeah, you should! Your art's so yummy. And this one is the stretch side. And the squash side. Oh, stretch. There we go. Wee, 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 wee. All right. And copying the hair LY to become hair SY. There we go. And deleting one of these. Output settings, deleting all of them, adding back in Y1 and 2. There we go. And increasing our output. I think I have it backwards again. I think I've done this. I do this every friggin' time. Reflect and reflect. There we go. All right. That one's a little weird in the back there, but we're going to leave it for now. I might come back and adjust it later. We're going to do these 3 frills on the back next, and these ones are going to be pretty straightforward as far as all of the frills go. These ones are probably going to be the easiest. When it's X, we're just going to go left and right. And I'm just doing these ones on the actual meshes themselves because I just think that that's probably going to be the best for these. Do like that. And then the very tippity top of it. Just a little bit left and a little bit right. There we go. And then as for Y, we're going to go down and up. Down and up. And down and up. There we go. Down and up. Okay, let's see how that looks. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Pretty straightforward. All right. And the next frill, gonna be basically the same thing. Again, these ones are gonna be pretty simple. These are the easy ones that I'm just gonna do basically all on one layer. There we go. And Y, we go down and up. There we go. It's so fun to watch them all move together. It's really cute. There we go. And then we're gonna do the final frill. So this goes left and right. Doot, 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 doot. And then left and right kind of further up on the end of it. Like that. You like it? Okay, cool. I'm so glad. This one actually doesn't need that. It needs an up and down. It needs to go down and get longer. And then up and get shorter. Like that. And then it needs to do the same thing, but on a smaller scale. Down, up. There we go. Okay. And so now we have all of our back fins all rigged with the movement. And you know what? I think it would look better if this frill was actually on top of frill 5. Yeah. I think that layering makes a lot more sense. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Yay! Hair movement. Yahoo! Yippee! Okay, one more piece of hair and then we're good for today. We've got a couple different pieces of this one, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and put these together. Yippee! Physics X. And we're gonna go all of this left and all of this right. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yep. And then hair 2. We're gonna go just the top bit. And then just the top bit this way. Yep. And then hair X3 is probably just gonna be the end piece there. And for this, we're gonna go down and up. We're gonna do some squashing and some stretching. A little bit extra squash there. Yep, there we go. A little squash and stretch action. And then this is down and up. There we go. And don't forget to give it some stretch. Okay. If you're going to do squash and stretch, you got to squash and stretch, you see. Oh, I accidentally put those all on the same piece. Is that going to be okay? I might want to, I should probably move those to a different one. Physics Y. I should probably do those on a physics Y parameter and not a physics X parameter. Change to, oh no, not that. Okay. We'll just redo them. We'll redo them. It's fine. We'll just do all of that again. Yippee! Squash. It's piss time, everyone. Group pissing. Fuck! There we go. Okay, back to normal, and then we do this. Yep. And make this a big. And squash. And squash. And stretch. This one's gonna be fun and dramatic because I think it would be fun if it was. Because it's kind of like the top piece. It's gonna be like a big spring. A boing! Boing! You know? You know when she boing when she boing on my boing. Okay, there we go. And now we'll do the same thing to the tip. Physics X and hair X. We'll go right. Like that. And then over this way. Like that. I know the art assets kind of flip perspective. If you know to that off, that's fine. That's like I said, I trust your judgment on all of this. I kind of like it right now. But like, I figured maybe I might adjust it in the future if I don't continue liking it. Right now, I think it's okay. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of holding on to it for now because I kind of like the idea of it. If that makes any sense. This one moves just a little bit more here. like this. And then it goes back a little bit this way. Like that. Hmm. Okay, well, we'll do that for now. I don't think that looks good, but we'll go for it for now. And then we'll do just the tip. And just the tip folding in. Like that. Okay, and then we'll do our physics Y on another layer. Just like that. And this is where the squashing and the stretching comes in. So this is what I'm excited for. Squash. And then we kind of stretch it out here. And then we stretch it upwards. Whee! Like that. And we go eek, eek. And the inside we go whoop. We go squish. Okay, it's very fun. That's very fun. Okay, and then this one, we just do a little bit of squash and a little bit of stretch. Like that. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Wait. Wait, it kind of came out good. Wait. Wait, it kind of works. You know, it kind of works. Oh my god, wait. Yeah. Oh my god. I might turn up how bouncy it is, because I love ultra bounciness, but oh my god. It's bouncy! It's bouncy! Yay! Honestly, with that, the head's pretty much done. I think I have to turn the glasses back on and fix the glasses, but I'll count that as an accessory. An accessory problem when I do the clothes eventually. Ah, wait, it's going kind of smoothly. Oh my god. Look at it go. Oh my god. Yay! It's so satisfying when you get to this point in a model and you're like, oh my god, it's moving! It's moving! Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yay! Happy! Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy. Oh my god. Would you look at that? Lizard Beth. Moving. Schmovin' and moving. Yay. Okay. The snoot, I'm still not 100% on. It does look kind of okay, because it is a snoot. So it does make sense that it would go a lot further than the rest of it. Thank you! I'm so happy with this! I think it's cute! Okay. Ugh. Bouncy. Bouncy hair. Bouncy, bouncy hair physics. Okay, and you know what? It is getting to about 10 p.m., so I really should probably find us someone to raid out to. I got stuck in the corner there for a second. I really think we should find someone to raid out to, just because my eyes are starting to hurt from staring at the screen for too long, and that's on me. I really should take more breaks, but when I do live 2D, I get really into it. I get so distracted and so into it. Okay, let's see here. Who is doing art today? Does anyone have anyone they want to raid out to today that's doing some art? Let's see what we have. Let's see here. Is there anyone doing any art today? Oh, I see. Right. Yes. Heroic is doing some art. Let's see here. We could go over to Heroic, who's doing art with Sailor Shy. That looks pretty good. Looks like they're doing some background work. Ooh, jealous. Nick the Tick, thank you for the follow. Sorry, my brain is stuck on rating. Heroic. Patchwork Goblin. Let's see Patchwork Goblin as well. I think I've been there before. Have I not followed them? Oh, their art's really cool too. Oh, they've got really cool art. I don't think we've gone to them before. Oh, I've rated Patch. That must be it. That must be it. Because my internet browser recognized it. Let's go to Patchwork Goblin then. I love seeing new people, especially fellow artists, and their like model's really cute. All right, let's go over here. If you're not already in the Discord and you'd like to join us sometime and check out the progress on this model, if you want to talk about OCs in there, I will definitely be trying to post more of my art this year. You can also vote for what I play on Tuesdays in the Discord, so that's a fun thing to do as well. Or just kind of brain rot about whatever the fuck you feel like brain rotting about. That's all what the Discord's there for. If you want to see my updates maybe on social media or something like that, those are linked in my link tree, so check that out if you would like. And last but not least, I will be back on Saturday, probably either playing some farming sim or some Minecraft. I've been really into either of those lately, so we'll probably be doing one of those this Saturday. And then Sunday for Peak, I believe, with Owl. Owl is going to be hosting another group stream, so that's going to be really fun this Sunday. Other than that, I will see you all very soon. Have a lovely night, sweet dreams, and I will see you all in your nightmares. Good night.